First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Shimei Shah. About the apostle and elders, the great millstone, peace, salutations to the brothers out here on the four corners of the earth doing this work with sincerity and truth. What you smiling at? This ain't no. Hey, look, they think this is game. Look, right now I want to speak to the brothers right now to start giving diligence to make your call in the next sure. The brother got a scripture to start to read.
Con, this is 2 Peter 1, verse 10. Wherefore the brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure, for if ye do these things, ye shall never fall.
Right. To be diligent is to continue. Basically, the word diligence means to continue. What the word is karatizah, which means to basically be diligent in the work and be steadfast in doing this work. And it said to make your calling and election sure, meaning to stand strong in this thing. Because look, everything is about to collapse in America and this world. We're going to have to understand what the scriptures are saying, being diligent to continue and work and make sure that everything that we do is basically concise with the word of the Lord, not contrary or contradictory. Not thinking about we got a new doctrine. You know, you got to be consistent with this thing, man. And because you can't change the doctrine, you got to give diligence. To be a diligent man is to actually to be a doer. You actually have to be a doer when you do this thing, man. All this work, the word of the Lord. Okay, so go ahead, bro. You got more on that?
Yeah, because you got guys that are neglecting their first love. You know, this truth is our love. You know, this is something that you should enjoy doing. It's something that the same way that you enjoy your woman, you enjoy the company of your woman. You know, you like being around her. You like hanging out with her. You like spending time with her. And you should love this truth 10 times more, man. You know, and that's Revelations 2:4. It says, nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. You know, this truth is our first love, and there's a lot of people that are actually leaving it to go back into the world, or they're basically just they'll say that they're still in it, but they won't go out and teach. They won't go out and do the work. Well, the whole reason for being diligent, which the word diligent, when you look it up in the dictionary, it means to be hardworking. Like Paul was hardworking. Like all of the rest of the prophets were hardworking. You're doing that to make your calling and election sure. You know, so that you can show forth. You know, the men of the Lord, the elect, they're not just going to be sitting around just not doing anything. You know, that's the point that we're trying to convey.
Right, kind of. I got a scripture myself. This is Matthew. Matthew's 6:19. Matthew 6:19. Because you know where your mind is where your heart is going to be, and when your mind is focused, because we all get distracted, but you can't focus on that heart, that mind to take you off this truth. Because if you do, you're not trying to make your call the next truth. You're trying to make your own way. You know, this is Matthew 6:19. It says, lay not for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust does corrupt, and where thieves does break through and steal. Because if you go through this, man, you gotta understand things are going to happen in this world, right? And we can go through this truth and think that we're gonna be okay. You know, I mean, we're gonna go through this truth and be okay with this. No, we under these curses still. All right, it says, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, right? We got to think of godly things that continue in this work. And basically, it goes down and it boils into the faith factor of everything. It's not like going my own way type thing. We are men of the Lord. We have to stick with the doctrine. You know, we got to stand strong and be diligent to make our call and election sure. We got to have strength in this, man. Keep our faith in the work, not of what man does, because we can easily get sidetracked. Wonder why the Most High won't let us control a situation Because why? Sometimes that situation is done. You know, the Most High used the situation to get you. You got to the point where that situation is not. It's not feasible to you when there's truth anymore. You know, it says, "But lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust does corrupt." Because if your mind is on your woman, you know, if your mind is on getting riches, if your mind is on what's the next political arena of the workforce, only on your job, your mind is going to be only on that. It's going to be occupied. It's the scripture said be occupied in scriptures. You know, Yahweh Shah said that because this is the end, man. It says, "Will neither moth nor rust does corrupt, where thieves do not break through and steal." No, so it won't be nothing going to be taken away from you. Nothing can be taken when you set up your treasures up in heaven and not on this earth. Verse 21, "And where your treasure is, and where your heart is." Verse 21, "For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also." So if your heart is on things that's out of here, you won't be able to make your call and election sure. You will start thinking about how can I get around the curses. You gotta understand, we're gonna be in the curses till the Yahweh shall return. And that's what we got to do. So our whole thing is to be diligent, meaning to stay focused on the path that we've been given, not on the path that we want.
Kind. Got a precept. Because you just spoke about setting your riches in the kingdom of heaven. This is Proverbs 22:4. It says, "By humility and the fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life." By humility and the fear of Yahweh are riches and honor and life. You know, so you got a man that fears Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, is going to be occupied in prophecy, is going to be occupied in the word of the Lord, man. He's not going to be occupied in the thought of this world and in the fashions of this world. The scriptures say the fashions of this world pass away.
Right.
You know, so he's going to stay in the word of the Most High Heavenly Father.
Right.
You know?
On this earth, everything is temporal, and it's made that way. So you don't have no faith in things that's on this earth. Everything in heaven is eternal. It's everlasting. So we got to keep our heart and our mind focused on what's the course that we're supposed to be we're supposed to drive through, not the course because the earth or not the earth, our place in this life has many directions, and when you start taking the course that's not given, it could be a trap on each side, man. So take the path that's been given, where things are not as treacherous, but it's not as treacherous, but there will be obstacles, but you can get over.
God.
No?
It says in I want to say it's either Sirach 11 or Sirach 21, but it says that the way of sinners is outlined with stones. You know, so the way of sinners have been made plain to us by way of these scriptures.
Right.
What's a way to show that you're not trying to be a sinner or you're not trying to do, wickedly? It's by coming to the fear of the Lord and by doing His work. That shows that you're being changed. You're being reformed in your mind. That shows that you care about the truth. You don't care about this world. You don't care about falsehood. You know, you care about the will of the Most High Heavenly Father. You know, because the people of this world, they don't care about the word of the Most High. They don't care about prophecy. That's the reason why they're living their daily lives, skating and riding bikes and and only to but it's about the Israelites though. You know, the Israelites right now, Jake is still playing. Jake is still going out to find some comedy show to go to, and to have a good time. You know, they don't care about the word of the Most High Heavenly Father being performed. But when you give diligence and you go out and speak the word of the Lord, that means what? That means you're watching for prophecy and you're waiting. That means that you don't care about this life. The scriptures say that those that will gain their life will lose their life. You know?
Right. This verse is Timothy, 1 Timothy 1 Timothy 6 and 18. It says, "They that do good," I'm going to go to 17. "Charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded," right? Because you have a man that's coming to the truth. And see, it's the scripture saying those that be rich. it's no problem of being rich, but it's what you do to be high-minded. So now you got to be humble in this truth. That's what the scripture's saying.
Yeah, you got guys that'll leave the truth so that they can go and pick up more hours at their job.
Right.
You know, whether it's to pay child support
Right.
or any other bill. You know, but you got to rely on the Most High Heavenly Father to be able to sustain you.
Time. It says be high-minded, do not be high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches. Cause shit, hey, look, it says rich with uncertain riches. Cause you can have riches one day, like in the stock market, you can have 50 million, the next day you can have zero. You can't. This uncertain. These things will fly away as soon as possible. You would have riches because we're under the curses. It say you put in a bag of holes or you are subject to payments. But we're under these curses. A lot of times, most Israelites are just getting through. Probably 90% of Israelites are just making it through. 99%. No. It says in uncertain riches, but the living in power, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. Verse 18, that they do good, that they be rich in good works. So these the riches are the works that we do. So through faith, to hold on to our faith, and to make our calling and election sure, we gotta continue in this work, and not to waver, because this world will fuck you up. It says, ready to distribute, willing to communicate, laying in store for themselves a good foundation. Because when you do all these things, that's making your calling and election sure. To make something sure, to make it a sure or a sturdy foundation. All right, to be strong and steadfast in this thing. Against the time to come, because it's times the days are evil in these times. It says to make the foundation against the time to come, because what you're doing now, you're storing up things that the Most High of heavenly, and your mind is on heavenly things, and the Most High he hears you, So when that time to come, to try to be the hopefully elect, when that time comes, Yahweh Shai will have the angels, the reapers, and put a mark of exemption from you from that judgment, So let me finish this scripture out. It says to come that they may hold on eternal life. So this is basically to be a part of the elect in the kingdom of heaven, and just to be a man and Lord, an Israelite in the kingdom of heaven, So this is our reward. If we stay strong and make it call and election sure, we'll be the Most High. Will do what He said He's gonna do, what He promised. That's why we're out here on the highways and byways, because we believe His promise. We finish it off. O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babbling. So don't believe that we gotta love all Israel. Believe that we're gonna love Israel in the kingdom. Everyone that steps up is not the potential elect. Every 50 people that stand up and stand in front of us is not the potential elect. But to potentially be the elect is what you're trying to make yourself. Okay, we'll finish this off. And oppose of science falsely so called. All that bullshit that you hear. And absorb and stay away from those other camps. Those the mermaid guys. The flathead earth guys. What they call those the Samaritan guys. You see, the woman at the well type shit. That's vain. That's stupid.
Yeah, because they forgot that they left their first love.
Right.
Which their first love was the truth, but now they're in the spirit of darkness. They're in outer darkness.
Right. And they don't believe it because you don't believe nothing until shit happens. And when shit happens, you still believe that you were right when it's been presented to you countless times. And most like you said, when you playing basketball, somebody hits you, and you go to the free throw line to shoot, and you make it. The ball don't lie. They say the ball don't lie, but the Most High don't lie. He don't lie. He knows basically what you did, and after a while, He give you that boom. Oh, you didn't do it. Which some professionally have erred concerning the faith. Grace be with thee. Amen. Amen. To why? So, so a lot of it's time to control our spirit, our little emotions. And, not to deviate because look, you could throw your seed on stony ground when you think you're throwing it on earth, good soil. You know, trying to get away from the brothers from Great Millstone and thinking if I get the millstone gonna hit them and I'm gonna avoid them. But they good. They were good brothers. Look, man, these days is about the Most High. Actually, the Most High just ramped shit up. Actually, around that time, you people vacated. You just ramped it up. Bombs dropping everywhere. But with that, man, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh. And hey, look, bro, we gonna have to do this work in sincerity, man, and belief and trust and brotherly love. And all praises, you know, and double honor to the apostles and the great millstone. Peace, citation. We out of here, man. Shalom.